The exits are the windows and doors, they will slide to open. If you're on the open top deck wondering where your emergency exits are, use your imagination. That is either side that you like. So it wasn't meant to alarm you at all. If it has done so, you'll be pleased to know downstairs at the back of the boat is a fully licensed bar. You can obtain tea, coffee, hard and soft drinks and light bar snacks, and it will be open forever. The toilet facilities are also downstairs at the back of the boat, just past the bar. The women's is on the right and the men's is on the left. Festival Pier. The bridge ahead of us is the Waterloo Road Bridge, and it is more affectionately known in London as the Ladies' Bridge. When the bridge was built, it was built by 80% female labour due to the fact that our men was away in the armed forces. The ladies of London, they did a great job building this bridge. They faced it with a very expensive self-cleaning Portland stone. Any time that it rains in London, which is usually about 9 times a day, the face of the bridge will clean itself. It's also the only bridge to span the Thames to be built on time and under budget. As you can see, the ladies of London did a great job, so well done to the girls. As we pass through the bridge, look up at the underneath of the bridge. You will notice that it is very dirty, and from where the rain cannot penetrate. Once through the bridge, ladies and gents, look over to the left-hand side and you'll see the large white building with the small green dome in the centre. That building over there is Somerset House, and that is where we used to hold all births, marriages and death certificates. It used to be known as Hatcham, Matcham and Dispatcham. It is now owned by Hatcham, the Inland Revenue. The whole area to our right is the South Bank, and when the sun is shining it is a lovely place to walk along. There is always something going on over at the South Bank. There are loads of little bars, restaurants, street food and street entertainment, so it's a lovely place to go when the sun is shining. In front of us to our left, the large white ship with a yellow funnel, that is the HQS Wellington. She saw action during the Second World War. She was running supplies across the Atlantic, disguised as a hospital ship. As we pass the Wellington over to our left, so very shortly you'll be able to see the stone archway temple arch, and this marks the official boundary line between the two cities. The City of London we are about to enter, the City of Westminster we are leaving behind, so that's just coming into view behind us to our left. Look in front of us to our right now, you see the red brick building with the Oxo Tower, famous for the gravy stock queue. Many years ago it was illegal to advertise along the banks of the River Thames. Oxo come up with a very clever idea, installing their logo into the shape of windows. Overnight when they turn their lights on, the word Oxo will shine out red over most of London. Have a look in front of us to our left. You should be able to see the white building with the green sloping roof with the black pinnacle at the top. That is the old City of London School for Boys. Lord Asquith used to go to this school before moving on to higher education. Look to the face of the building between the archway windows and you should be able to see 4 statues. From left to right, those statues are of John Milton, Sir Isaac Newton, Sir Francis Bacon, and the horse, David Beckham. He's one on the end with a football and a Gucci jacket. Now, of course, I'm only joking. One on the end is William Shakespeare. We all know that David never really went to school. Ahead of us, we have the 2 Blackfriars bridges, the Blackfriars Road and Railway bridges. These 2 bridges, ladies and gents, they are so close together that it forms somewhat of a tunnel. Now, it is known to Londoners as the Tunnel of Love. Rumour has it, as we pass through the Tunnel of Love, if you turn to your loved one and give them a kiss, they will bring you many years of happiness together. Now, not yet. Someone in the crowd is a bit eager, and we haven't actually passed through the bridges yet. As I say, ladies and gents, remember I have to find you on the top deck. Can't see all of you upstairs. I don't really see much action going on. If you haven't really one today, you could always kiss your husband their way. I do believe that works just as well. So we don't judge on this boat. It is the Tunnel of Love. Once through the bridges, looking in front of us to our right, so the brown brick building with a tall chimney, take out the gallery and show contemporary and and it's completely free to move around that building. After we're looking around that building for about 5 minutes, you will understand why it is completely free. It's where you can find great model art such as half a pound a jar, a bit of screwed up newspaper, and a light bulb that flashes on and off. Now maybe you're a bit like myself and you don't understand or like modern art. Look behind us to our right. I'd highly recommend a pub over there, the Founders Arms, for a much better day out. Directly to our left, the large dome and golden cross of St Paul's Cathedral stands at 365 feet tall at the above foot inch It has the second largest unsupported cathedral dome in Europe. It took 35 years to build, said to be Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece. The bridge ahead of us is the Millennium Footbridge. It is otherwise known as a blade of lights. It was built in the Millennium year by a man called Sir Norman. Once through the bridge, look in front of us to our right. Look between the trees, you'll see the white circular building. It's got 8 beams and a brown French roof. That is Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, a replica to Shakespeare's old Globe. You can go over there today and watch an old Shakespearean play being reenacted. Any of the greats such as Romeo and Juliet. One of us other good ones as well. Oh yeah, Hamlet. That's my favourite. The bridge ahead of us is the Southwark Road Bridge. The least used bridge to span the Thames. That is because the approach roads, they are so well hidden into the back streets. They're one-way systems of London. Not many Londoners can actually find this bridge to even use it. If you do happen to see anybody up on the bridge, like that man and lady up there, you should probably wave to them, as they are most certainly, utterly lost. And we actually see that man and lady up there walking across the bridge, going in the other direction at 9 o'clock this morning. They still can't find their way to the exit. Once through the bridge, bridge, look in front of us to our right, you see a brown brick building with the red window frames, the Anchor Tavern of Bankside, just over 400 years old, dates back to 1615, one of the finest pubs in London. It is one of my favourite pubs and I have been to all of them. And the issue that we have, folks, as the crew on board this boat, once we finish work, we do actually have to visit all of these riverside pubs to carry out some very important research with it. And we come in the next day, we tell you everything that we have learned from the night before. And as you can imagine, sometimes this research can take hours. Of course, it is remote editing, so we just passed beneath the Thames River Cruise, and to be honest with you, it's not really that interesting, so I will move on. Something that you may find more interesting, look just in front of us to our right, between the buildings there, the full-scale work of Sir Francis Drake's old ship, Golden Plain. The original one sailed the road once, the replica sailed the world twice, taking the same route that Drake took. Can I get a quick show of hands if anyone has seen the films, The Pirates of the Caribbean? They're great films, aren't they? I agree. The Golden Hind has nothing to do with those films. There is a pirate ship. It does remind me of those films every time that we go past. Ahead of us, the famous London Bridge, the fifth London Bridge to stand on this site since Roman times, opened in 1973 by Her Majesty the Queen. The one before this now stands in the Arizona desert across a man-made lake called Lake Havasu. If you have your cameras, quickly point them to the right, engraved into the stonework of the bridge. You see the words London Bridge. It's very nice photograph. I'm not too sure it's supposed to be that photograph. We have loads of people taking that photo every day, so we do like to point it out. Keep looking over to our right, I'm sure you've seen it for our trip today. Amazing London skyline, the Shard of Glass. The tallest building in Western Europe. Stands at 1,016 feet tall, and on the 72nd floor of the Shard there is a viewing platform. You can go up there and get lovely views over London at not so lovely prices. It's about £50 an adult to go up there. Over to our left, the yellow brick building with a grey rounded roof, the Billingsgate Fish Market. There was a fish market still on this site for over 900 years, and we're further down the street to the Isle of Dogs. A very famous man started his career inside of that building. At the time he was 15, going by the name of Morris White, and later on changed his name and his profession. He is now known as Sir Michael Caine, and not a lot of people know that. In front of us to our right, a large grey warship, the C-35 HMS Belfast. The Belfast has 12 guns, 6 at forward and 6 aft, capable of firing a 102-pound shell up to 14 land miles. If the Belfast was to fire her guns in anger, she could hit targets in places such as Kew, Croydon and Dartford, 14 miles away. Unfortunately, my ex-girlfriend lives 15 miles away, just outside of Dartford. The Belfast has 7 different decks to explore, right away from the navigational bridge to the engine room. Built in Belfast in the Harland and Wolff shipyard, the same shipyard that built the ill-fated Titanic. Ship hit the bridge. You remember earlier on I told you to always smile and wave to the people above you. It's a very old tradition to wave to the people up on Tower Bridge. Hopefully you receive a wave back from the lovely people up there. If you receive a wave back, it is set to grant you 5 years of bad luck. Safety. Please remain in your seat until the boat is alongside. People on board this boat today have not understood a single word of what I've just said. If you listen to the commentary and maybe we've enjoyed the few words I've given, like show appreciation for my efforts as your guide, you can do so as you are leaving the boat. I'll be standing by the exit with the captain's commentary bucket. It's just our little tip bucket for any appreciation you may like to show. One more thing I'd like to thank you all for, that is of course your very kind attention and the journey downstream so far. Thank you very much for this. Thank you.
Anlaşılmış. Tavır geçmez.